hard over the last 22, 23 months, and quite frankly, the last 11 years. I can't believe I've been going through this for such a long period of time, but I'm glad that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and I'm so fortunate that I'm doing something about this, and I'm working with an incredible team at University of Pennsylvania about this. But nevertheless, let's talk about this. The National MS Society is a collective of passionate individuals who want to do something about MS now, to move together towards a world free of multiple sclerosis. Multiple sclerosis is comprised of unpredictable and often disabling flare-ups of the central nervous system. Such flare-ups disrupt the wow. Such flare-ups disrupt the flow of information within the brain and between the brain and the body. I got tongue-tied for the first time in this live read. So, 200 episodes in, that's what happens. The National MS Society is the largest private funder of MS researchers in the world, investing more than $1 billion to date. MS stops people from moving, but the National MS Society exists to make sure that MS doesn't. To contact the National MS Society, please call 1-800-344-4867. Once again, 1-800-344-4867, or go to their website at nationalmssociety.org. Thank you. Thank you to all of you who have gone to the National MS Society to learn more about demyelination and multiple sclerosis, or even those that have donated money to this amazing organization. It touches me and over the 1 million people in this country who have multiple sclerosis in so many ways. And we appreciate all of you. And on that,
it's time to talk.
Always it. Sports, we know what a grand slam is. It's when the bases are loaded and someone hits a home run, clearing all the bases, scoring 4 runs. In tennis, we know the Grand Slam to be the Australian Open, the French Open, Wimbledon, and the US Open. On Sunday, I'm trying to achieve a Grand Slam of a different sort, but albeit a very important Grand Slam. Back in Cary, in early March, I ran a half marathon. In early October, I ran the Portland Marathon. And just this past week, I ran a 5K over in Bangor, Pennsylvania. So that's 3/4 of the Grand Slam I'm trying to accomplish. This Sunday, I'm running a 10K in Wayne, Pennsylvania. If I finish that race, that will be my Grand Slam. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about anything. We'll talk about everything with Matt Haas, Paul Burke, and all of you, because this is VF Talks. or good morning, or good afternoon, wherever you may be, and welcome to VF Talks. I am John Venturini, and that. What was that, Rex? Really? I mean, how long have we been doing this show? Almost 2.5 years, 3 years? And you say that now? You know, just remember where your talent comes from, right? You have a stuffed triceratops over your right hand shoulder. He doesn't say much. When he says something, it comes off really awful. I can't believe a stuffed triceratops would say these things. You know what he said? Come on, come over. You know what he said? He said he hates the Astros. Finally, he talks some sense. Thank Rex. You get to stay another week. He gets to stay another week. Let's see who wins the door prize tonight on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter. And that would go to Jane O'Hara over on Facebook, who says, "Hi, John. Jane, good to see you. Hope you're doing well." We have Dr. Elo over on YouTube, who says, "Hello, Elo, gents. You say goodbye. I say Elo. Elo. We got Ingy over on YouTube, who says, "Hey, I'm working, but I'm listening too." Ingy, good to see you as always. We got Marilyn on YouTube, who says, "Hi, Dr. Elo," with 3 waves and 3 purple hearts. Well, even if it's to Dr. Elo, to me, I tell you, 3 waves and 3 blue hearts right back at you, Marilyn. Love you. The question was asked before. Great tune. Who is it? That's the theme song to this show is called "I Wish That I Was a Madman" by Stephen Carlin. It's provided by us by the fine people at Epidemic Sound. So they very great service. They provide the theme song and the closing theme to VF Talks and the Venture Forward. So great question. We also say, Marilyn also says, "Stay tuned for Matt's Heartthrobs." Marilyn now says, "Hi, JV," with the 3 waves and 3 purple hearts. Well, I'll tell you, 3 waves and 6 blue hearts back at you. I love you even more. Thanks again, Marilyn. And then, I guess this is what the Heartthrobs are about. He says, "My new 9-week-old puppy will make an appearance on tonight's show. She's so cute." That's a S with 4 O's if you're scoring at home. And I know you are. And the person who said that would be the one, the only, Matt Haas, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening.
Good evening. This is CNN.
I've got a deep, low, scratchy voice due to illness.
Due to illness.
I think that's going to boost the quality of the show, my audio.
I'll tell you. I'm gonna ask for comments right now. Do you think Matt in a deeper voice brings out the hotness of this episode? Let us know.
Instead of the word deeper, can you say the deep, sultry tones?
The deep, sultry, torrid tones of Matt Haas.
Hashtag sexy voice.
Hashtag sexy voice. There it is. Elo says, "Live streaming hashtag sexy voice." Live streams, right? Yeah. Hashtag sexy voice. See, I got confused. Oh yeah. See, the thing is, I realized that you made live streaming part of your handle, and I kind of combined it together. And
I went with it.
Yeah. You know. Would you like to be known as the live streaming sexy voice?
Hey, I don't have a problem with that.
Okay. Well, there you go. Yeah, there you have it. You know, it's like I'm gonna get the cold all the time, just so I can have this sexy voice.
Well, that's not a good bargain in my opinion, but hey.
Oh, you telling me with the fan mail and everything? You could start a whole line of merch, my friend. Oh man. ASMR videos, the whole 9.
See, you're a business-minded individual, John. You're always thinking
all things ASMR. I'm telling you, we can turn something out of this. We can turn something out of this for sure.
I'll pass.
Oh, come on.
I got too many other business ideas cooking and running.
Cooking and running. Yeah. You're welcome. Mm-hmm. Oh, man. So a bit of an explanation before we continue further on this fine episode of VF Talks with Matt and his deep, sexy, dulcet tones, whatever.
Sultry.
Sultry, that's right. Enter modifiers here. I apologize for the rescheduling of this week's episodes. I went for an MRI earlier in the week, and the results weren't the greatest, or at least the initial report wasn't. And it is my neurologist's opinion because it was tied to my first MRI when all this started, why there would be additional lesions. So, if you remember back in April of 2021, before I went on to the Osiris, there was a couple more lesions. Those were the ones that were talked to in the report. So I had an MRI of the brain and my central nervous system with and without contrast, with a conventional MRI, not the 7T MRI that makes you feel like you're going upside down in a roller coaster, going in and going out. This was a conventional MRI. Needless to say, without any sort of explanation from my doctor, I didn't sleep well for the next 2 nights. I think I was more worried than anything. As they say, I made a mountain out of a molehill, so to speak. But the good news is that my doctor, Dr. Matthew Schindler of the University of Pennsylvania, a great guy, great doctor too, got back to me and saying he doesn't suspect that there's any new lesion activity in the brain or the central nervous system. And then he also,
I'll give that a thumbs up.
there you go. He also, tying it all back together, gave me the thumbs up to go run the burning off the bird the Saturday after Thanksgiving and the half marathon the day after, provided that I had Osiris 10 to 11 days before that. So I know how much Osiris knocks me out, but Dr. Schindler seems to think I will be okay in doing it. So it's on. It is on like a madman over here. So
Did you say it's on like Donkey Kong?
that too. That too.
Okay.
It's also on like Pac-Man. It is also on like Cubert. It's also on like Whack-A-Mole. It is also on like air hockey. All of that.
Well,
And
I don't think it can get any more on than that.
oh, well, without a doubt.
Yeah,
Without a
sweet.
doubt. Yeah.
I have something running related to share
Go for it.
in that box.
Oh, wait. Are you saying, wait a second. Whoa, whoa. Are you saying that there may actually be an unboxing on VF Talks?
I think it's a distinct possibility if the audience wants me to do an unboxing.
Let me know, audience. Would you like to see an unboxing? And no, a legitimate unboxing. There's a box that has things in it, and it will be unboxed if you guys want to see it.
All right.
Let us know.
Here we go.
It's on. I'm going to get you the solo cam. Let's talk about this.
Oh boy.
Oh, you asked for it.
So this is Brooks. I don't know if you can see that. Brooks. That is a shoe company.
Ooh.
I believe the box says run happy. Yeah. Run happy.
You don't expect there to be a box that says "Run Miserable," do you?
I would hope not. Now, I have to warn you. I purposely picked the most obnoxious color combination.
Oh my God! Is that your salute to the Yellow Jackets or something?
And you'll notice the white soles. I never, ever wear white soled shoes, but this combination was just so fire. I thought I had to invest. Look, even the insides are yellow.
That is a hot yellow shoe. Marilyn says, "Love the shoes with 3 purple hearts." Ingy's calling them lightning bolts.
Make sure they're the right size. They are the right size.
Oh no, they're a kid's 9. I'm sorry, wrong size for you, man. Wrong size.
Not too dissimilar from these. It's the same brand. This is a new model. They just released the 15s. That's the item names. Ghost 15. Ghost is what they are. Say Ghost. If you can see that.
It's Ghost. It's a ghost.
Ghost.
I
All
gotta
right.
tell.
Well, that's the
That was the
one of
unboxing.
two things. One of two things I wanted to show tonight.
That's the second thing in unboxing too, because now you've built a unboxing crowd.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. I wanted to put my puppy on camera.
Oh, that's not unboxing at all. But
No.
yeah, let's do it.
No.
Sammy's joining us on YouTube.
Hi,
He says, "Hey
Sammy.
everyone, hey, welcome. You missed the unboxing, sir. You
Yeah.
can catch the unboxing on replay." Are we ready for a Shih Tzu? Is this audience ready for a second Shih Tzu as we tease
Yeah.
during the countdown and everything?
So
Because
let me do a little build up here. So, the puppy I'm going to put on camera is 9 weeks old. Her name is Stitch, female Shih Tzu. And then we have another female Shih Tzu. She's 3.5 months old, and her name is Lilo. So we have Lilo and Stitch, both girls, both female, girls, both Shih Tzus.
right.
And I think I'm in a world of trouble because these dogs I think are gonna really put me through the paces. But they're so cute and so adorable. I'll try and well
You know, Matt,
and
before we were talking about perfect modifiers for your voice, in the condition you're in right now, torrid, hot, steamy, sultry, whatever those words, I would
oh
say,
yeah.
oh yeah. But I think the one thing, the two bundles of joy that are in this house now that are going to make you is smitten. You're now smitten.
Well, I'll tell you, this new puppy, she was all over me. Like, because we were out in the yard and it was my wife, Lilo, Stitch, and me. And, Lilo's a little bigger than her. And I think she was kind of wanted a little comfort. So, right to me. And then, we try and put her over to my wife. No, 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 back to me. I think it was an insta connection there.
Daddy's
But,
little girl. Daddy's little
yeah,
girl.
yeah.
Are you ready to show off Daddy's little girl?
All right, I'll need a minute to go get her, so maybe you can go
Yeah, I'll
solo.
go.
And
I'll go to Maine for a second. We'll
all right,
talk to this wonderful VF Talks audience here that I missed so much this week. Sorry for the postponements and whatnot, but it's good seeing you guys. Love to see all of you. It's good seeing all of you. It's been a week, and there's some really exciting stuff coming this weekend. We'll talk about that in just minutes. But I'm so happy you got a second puppy. Like I know how much Lilo was and I got to see Lilo in person last weekend. She is adorable. But Stitch, oh my God, you got to see her. You got to see her. So she'll be on camera in just mere seconds. But oh man, Lilo and Stitch. Now, can you come up with a better naming pair for those two wonderful Shih Tzus? I don't think so. I think you got money there. I think you got money. So here he comes. Here he comes. There they are. So for people that may not have been introduced to the one, the only, the infamous Lilo, let's introduce Lilo and then let's introduce Stitch.
okay. So this is Lilo. She's 3.5 months old, and this is
Oh my
Stitch.
God.
She's 9 weeks old.
Oh
Look
my
at the
God.
size difference of these two dogs. Only a month and a half difference. Hi, baby girls. Hi. Say hi to the VF Talks audience.
Welcome to VF Talks, Stitch. Welcome to VF Talks, Stitch.
What's
Oh
over
my
there?
God,
Don't
you're
look.
so
You have to look at
adorable.
the camera, Lilo.
Well, she sees someone coming up the stairs. Of course, I'd be looking down the stairs right now.
The
Hey.
new puppy's a little stinky because they well they bedded her down in like wood chips,
Hmm.
I guess is what. So she has sort of like a wood shop smell, which I like because I'm a woodworker, but she can't have a wood shop smell
Robert
indefinitely.
says, cool to see Lilo and Stitch. Rob joining us on YouTube. Good evening, Rob, over on Shalala Productions. Hope you're doing well. And Marilyn says, so precious with 3 revolving hearts. And I can't agree more.
So I've got my hands full, literally and figuratively.
And I think because of what she was in, you have now a new mascot for what is it? Your Wood channel. What I forgot the name of
Awesome
your
wood things,
Awesome
yeah.
Wood Things. I was in the right ballpark.
Hey, baby girl.
Oh my god.
Love me like you
Do,
love me.
do you mind sharing a screen with me for a second? Oh, oh my god.
I gotta get a look at the camera.
Yeah.
Here. Look up here. Look at this. You want this? There we go. She's doing her own thing.
She does her own thing. She
She does her own
marches at
thing.
the beat of Stitch's drum. That's what she does.
I gotta go find where the other one went. So
Okay.
all right.
We
I
gotta
hope this was enough.
gotta send a search party for Lilo. I'll go back on main for a second. Oh man. You don't see that every day. We have running shoe unboxing, and we have new Shih Tzu puppy debuting all within 10 minutes on this really heartfelt, heartwarming, important episode of VF Talks. Man, I tell you, you're talking to someone who, I go back to it, he is smitten. He is definitely smitten. Two bundles of joy. Oh my God, that's so awesome. Anyhow, I'll tell you, he has his two dogs. I have my three cats, and at some point I'll open the door, and I'm sure Stevie will walk in here, try to jump on my leg. Bruce will sit around in the corner because he's a big Maine Coon cat. And then OJ, good luck trying to find her if on camera because she's running from the law.
Those Maine Coons are big, big, big.
They are.
Yep, yep. So, my plan is to do a Lilo and Stitch live stream, unattended by the host, where you can just watch them play or sleep or eat, whatever in the playpen, and we'll see what kind of business I can spawn out of that idea.
Rob says it's raining cats and dogs.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, it's true though. It's raining dogs for you. It's raining cats for me. And then one of you will probably say it's raining men hallelujah, and you'll start singing it, and it'll be good.
I swung the band hammer. There was something nasty going on in the chat.
Oh, thank you for swinging the hammer. Here comes the hammer. Swung the hammer.
I can do that, ladies and gentlemen.
He has the technology, and I have equipped him with the technology to do that very thing.
Is bestowed upon me the power. See, you think he has the power?
No, it's He-Man. Always He-Man.
No, He-Man doesn't have the power. I have the band hammer power.
Marilyn says it's the awesome live feed with 3 purple hearts. I agree, Marilyn.
Yeah.
It's a lot of awesome going on here. Lots of awesome.
Oh my goodness.
Great episode, by the way, of a Super Terrific Awesome Show before, though.
Oh yeah, no, Sandy's great. She's a joy. My co-host on the Super Terrific Awesome Show. Fridays 5:45. Some Friday, random Fridays at 5:45 p.m. Eastern.
Check your local listings for time and channel.
Yeah.
Rob says, meant it's raining cats and dogs on the show today, not in general. Okay, thanks for the clarification, Rob. Muchly appreciated.
Certainly raining dogs in my neck of the woods.
So, should I talk about what is separating me from a piece of personal history?
Oh, let's hear it.
Okay. So, as I said in the pre-roll, I ran a half marathon. I ran a full marathon. I ran a 5K this past Sunday. So all that's standing me between the Grand Slam and those 3 is one more race, which would be a 10K in Wayne, Pennsylvania, which is about 25-30 minutes away from here to the east down Main Line, called the Butterfly Baskets 10K, which is for an incredible organization. We'll talk about that in a second. But it's, first of all, I can't believe running with me has become that sort of thing. Whoa, tap my mic, I'm so excited. That I'm doing that sort of thing, but like I'm very much amazed and enamored with, one, the feeling the running community gives me and the sort of environment, but second of all, just how I'm able to do these things, including a marathon, even though I hit a wall at mile 12 of a 26.2 mile race. So, nevertheless, this is the butterfly baskets. So it's a choice of a 5K, 10K, and a mile run. Obviously, I'm doing a 10K because that is what is going to finish the Grand Slam for me. It's 9 a.m. on Sunday. It's over at the Wilson Farm Park in Wayne. And it is for an amazing organization in that of Butterfly Baskets. And let's talk about that for a second. Butterfly Baskets is basically a charity, an organization that raises money for pregnancy issues and for those mothers and families that have lost newborns and kids in the pregnancy process. So if you go to butterflybaskets.org, you get to learn more about them. Certainly, they do a lot for the community, but they also have this run every year. And for my 10K to be accomplished with this very run is absolutely a heartfelt honor, and something that I'm really looking forward to, especially because of the story here. So definitely, if you guys get a chance, I don't have this up on graphics or anything, so you can see the website up there or over there. I don't even know. Butterflybaskets.org if you want to learn more about them. But that is the organization that is what this 5K, 10K, 1 mile is for. So definitely learn more about them when you get a chance. As far
I
as
have some questions.
go for it. I'll go
Okay.
back to the two of us for a second.
Now, you coined the phrase Grand Slam to include these 4 types of runs, the 4 different distances on these runs. So, is a Grand Slam in this context any 4 races that you've done, or is there a time period you have to do them in such and such a time, or you have to do them in such and such sequence? Because I don't.
So for full disclosure, the term Grand Slam when it comes to these races is an unofficial term that gets floated around runners or first time runners like myself. Usually I hear the term Grand Slam being used in entirety. I'm completing a Grand Slam for the year. And my challenge and my goal going forward is to complete Grand Slams every year, if not multiple Grand Slams.
Well, my understanding was you already did a 10K once, didn't you?
Virtual. This is live. This is what people.
No,
This is
wasn't the run that you held the banana halfway through a
that.
10K?
No, that was a half marathon.
Oh.
Yeah,
So this is your first 10K.
live in person. I've run virtual 10Ks before.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you. That
No, no,
clarifies
I
it.
appreciate the question for sure. As far as the course, it's over at Wilson Farm Park, and even for the 5K, it's a double loop, right? The funny thing is that if you run a 10K, then you're doing this 4 times instead of 2 times for a 5K. So you're going about Chesterbrook Island, right by West Anthony Wayne Drive, over there in Wayne. And it's a beautiful course. It is paved. It is not a trail course like what I dealt with back in Bangor this past weekend.
Is it flat?
It is flat on the most part. It's a little bit high, there's a little bit of incline, but not much of one.
Nice.
Yeah, so it should be easy running for sure.
What's the incline situation going to be like in Phoenixville?
Oh, funny you should ask. Oh, funny you should ask. Let's talk about that. So the map for burning the bird. So let's reset for a second. The race that Matt and I are doing on November 26th is Burn Off the Bird 5K. It's sponsored by the Phoenixville JCs. And it is a 5K race and a 1 mile fun run in Phoenixville. Now, the thing is, with the Burning Off the Bird, it is a little bit of an incline. Not much of one, but if you know Phoenixville, there are hills in Phoenixville. And you can see here that there is a little bit of a hill going up here to the trailhead, going back down to the Renaissance Academy, swinging back around to Brewery and Company, and then over to Tap House. The thing about Phoenixville, by the way, there's a lot of breweries and tap houses in Phoenixville, but that's neither here nor there. You can see the map there. It is it's a 5K, and a 3.1 mile run on 2 days after Thanksgiving, where everybody's thinking, how the heck am I going to burn off the stuffing and the stuffing, the turkey, and the cranberry sauce and all the pies? Well, a race like this certainly helps for sure.
Very good. All right. So a little bit of incline, but not much is what I
Yeah,
took away from
it's
it.
not terrible, not terrible at
Okay.
all.
Good.
One thing that's worth noting, though, there is very limited areas for water. So I think there's one or two water stops, not like what we have with marathons, where you have water stations every mile.
Okay.
Here, I think there's only two water stations. If I go back to the map here, there's one here, and I think there's one closest to the
I don't think I can see your mouse. Are you moving your mouse?
yeah. You see this?
Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah.
This guy over here,
Oh,
and there's
all
this
right.
guy over there.
So about halfway.
Yeah, halfway, halfway.
Yeah.
We got
Interesting.
we got Boomax saying hi on YouTube, and who says
Oh.
hello.
That's your mama.
That is my mama with 5 L's and an O. Hello.
My mama JV.
I think she's saying that because she sees Elo in her room, so she sees
maybe.
Elo, and then she says hello.
Umax is a big fan of Dr. Elo.
Yeah, big fan.
Yeah.
They go way back. They went to different high schools together, from what I hear. So let's see, and she's continuing to hello. There is a 5 hello max. So you say more than hello 5 times, then you do get put into timeout. So we don't want that to happen, especially to the host's mother. But it will happen. We have someone with basically with the mighty, sword of justice over there in Harrisburg. So, who's smiling at you right now. So there you go.
Got to put the smiles out there.
Of course. Oh, I forgot about the other part. So you're wondering about what about the leftover run that happens on,
The next day, right?
the very next day.
That's a 10K.
Yeah, that's no, that's a half marathon.
Oh, dear Lord.
It's a half marathon. It's a half marathon.
Do people who run marathons know that they don't have to?
That's a really good question. I never thought of that. Wait a second. You're telling me I don't have to run this?
Technically, no.
I don't know what to do with this information. I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
Full stop. That's you don't have to do it if you don't want to.
Yeah, the funny thing is, and I got a story about that too, but you can see this goes around the Schuylkill River, and it goes up and around, and this is over in Oaks, which is the next town over from Phoenixville. And yes, this is also run by the Phoenixville JCs as a 4-miler or 13-miler. This is obviously the 13-mile course.
How far is this away from the Schuylkill Expressway?
It's closer to 422 than the Schuylkill Expressway. Yeah. But it's and this one does have elevation. This does have elevation in it. So like if you didn't think the burning off the bird was a problem, you're gonna feel something after the leftover run, for sure. There you have it. Oh yeah. So the funny thing is, it's funny you mentioned that. It's like you don't have to run these things. True story. I go line up for the wonderful Sips, Tricks, or Treats 5K over in Bangor. Great race. Great costumes. I was wearing my devil mask and my devil wings, and I realized I'm going to break the wings and I'm going to not be able to breathe. So both of them came off before the race began. Nevertheless, there were a lot of people that were dressed up for this because, Halloween.
Yeah.
When you get there and you check in, they give you the medal. And the parenthetical therein is you don't have to run. You could just take this medal and go home.
Wow. Do you think we'll get the medals firsthand in Phoenixville, or do you think we'll get them after, like normal?
I suspect that you'll be getting them after.
Okay. Because that would be tempting to just take the medal and say, all right, where's my donuts? And then just hightail it out of
Wait,
there.
whoa, wait a second. Okay. Hold on,
I
hold
want
on.
my T-shirt too.
Oh, fine, good for you. Um, you go out, you buy running shoes, 2 pairs,
$300 worth of running
Three-
shoes.
$240 worth of pudding, right? $300 of running shoes, and you're telling me if they give you okay,
And the $30 entrance fee, which was $35 after taxes and
335,
fees.
three,
Yeah.
let's say arguably 350 all in.
Right,
Okay,
right.
they give you the medal,
Uh-huh.
they give you the T-shirt before the race even begins.
Uh-huh.
Are you going to basically do a Costanza and say jerk store and you're just leaving? That's it.
The only thing that will make me say no to that is if there are no donuts immediately available.
It goes back to the donuts, doesn't it? It always goes
Yeah.
back.
So
Speaking,
if I get the medal and the T-shirt up front and I have to run the race to get the donuts, I'm probably going to run the race.
well,
But if I get all three up front, I may just say it's too early in the
See ya.
morning. It's too cold. Yeah.
too old for this shit.
Well, I can still put it on Instagram. Like, it's still postable. I've
Yeah.
got the physical items. Like that's
That's right. That's right. Laura, who is your running coach, says, "Hey,
Yes.
Laura
Hi,
CZ
Laura.
on fitness. Laura CZ Fitness on YouTube. Laura, hey, how are you this evening? Good to see you. To answer some of my mom's questions because she's bombarding the chat now with them.
Okay.
We're gonna put you in timeout. We're gonna put you in timeout." Mom asks, "Are those the new glasses? They're very nice." Yeah, these are the new glasses that debuted last week. And she says, "Surprise!" And then she asks the same question with a pair of glasses because figuring adding the emoji to the question would do that.
Yeah.
All did. So you're right. Adding the emoji definitely helped.
She knows chat etiquette. Emojis catch the eye of the host and are more
That's
likely
right.
to be shown on screen.
Spot on.
Yeah.
And Marilyn says, "Hi, Mom," with a wave and a purple heart. Right back at you, Mom.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby. So I would be remiss to have this conversation. So now she says yes. And then she says no more. Yeah. And she says hi, Marilyn. See, now I'm just bringing up all the comments now. Let's talk about a wonderful charity that I learned about when I was running the marathon in Portland, in that of the OC Locker Room, as we do an unofficial live read because they're not really sponsored, but then again, they are a non-prof. So let's talk about them for a second. The OC Locker Room, a wonderful lady by name of Kimberly. She is a co-founder of the OC Locker Room out of Oregon City. They are a nonprofit who distributes sports equipment and uniforms to the community without cost, no referrals needed, and everyone is welcome. It is an incredible organization. If you have a kid that doesn't have the means to buy hockey sticks or whatnot, she runs an organization that provides your kids hockey sticks and whatnot. It is incredible what they do over there, and definitely worth following on Instagram. There is a Facebook page that is being generated. I don't have the address for it yet, but by the time we're on air next week, I will share you the Facebook page for the OC Locker Room. But again, if you want to help the community, especially when it comes to sports, and certainly we love our kids playing sports and getting out there and being active, the OC Locker Room is your place. Again, the OC Locker Room over on Instagram, and I'll provide the Facebook page next Friday. There you go.
Sports are good.
Sports are great.
I want a T-shirt that says "Sports Ball."
Sports ball, right?
Yeah.
And now my mom's saying hi, Matt. So my mom is now saying hi.
Hey, hi,
you go.
Boo Max. Yeah, I think you done did good with the JV raising.
My mom's
That's
awesome. My mom's a very awesome person, and I'm glad
sure
she's on the show tonight for sure.
Yeah. Oh, show.
I guess we do one more shout out for our friend who's not here tonight, and that would be, well, outside of Paul. Where are you, Paul? Let us know. Where did you go, Paul?
Where
How's it going?
in the world is Paul Burke?
That's right. That's right. It's a quick little theme song for you, Paul. You see that? That'd be
Where's
Sunday Night Live with Rich Vibes. Sunday Night Live with
Hey.
Rich Vibes. If you're talking about a good time, 2 hours of a fun time on Sundays, that's where you go. Sunday Night Live with Rich Vibes. Great DJ, incredible friend. He airs Sunday Night Live at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, over on Mixcloud at mixcloud.com/richvibes. RICHVYBZ.
I like how he spells vibes. VYBZ. That's a good way to do it, in my opinion.
Well, it gets people remembering. All right.
Yeah, I think so.
Is the cough getting any better?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I did get some Sudafed today, and that's helping with the runny nose, and it's a decongestant.
Mm.
And that and double extra strength Tylenols. I think that's kind of my cocktail. Because the only way to get through it is just to have your body fight it off. There's really no miracle cure. I think
Also,
it's the flu. For those that are wondering, I think I have the flu.
I also think plenty of hydration's important. You gotta keep yourself
Yeah.
hydrated.
Oh, believe me, I've been sucking it down.
It's good.
It's
Tea, water, club
lots
soda.
of tea. I had multiple hot teas today.
There are some parts of this audience that'll say ginger ale as well. I'd agree with that.
It's fun. I like to go to sleep early, but then I wake up in the middle of the night and I just stay awake because it's painful to lay in bed and not be unconscious because you're just dealing with, this and tight, it's just, anyway, so I haven't been getting much sleep.
You're not having the dreams with the hallucinations, though, are you?
It's hallucinations of $250 worth of
Yeah.
pudding.
Oh, that goes back to that, doesn't it? I'm just saying, if you have hallucinations in your dreams, that means you're running a fever, 102 or better.
Well, how do you know it's a hallucination if you're dreaming?
Oh, you could tell.
Oh, no, none of that. None of that.
Same thing always happens to me when I have those hallucination dreams with a fever. It always involves Winnie the Pooh.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. It's Winnie the Pooh coming up to my face and then going far away and then coming back up to my face like he's a Muppet. Like he's trying to teach me prepositions like his brother is Grover or something.
Tell him to go to the 100-acre wood.
That's right. Not or use any around the 100-acre wood, in the 100-acre wood, over the 100-acre wood, all of that.
Through the 100-acre.
Through the 100, yeah, bypassing the 100-acre wood.
Now, what about dangling participles?
I
See,
think, yeah. I don't know Pooh Bear.
When I hallucinate, I only hallucinate in palindromes. Wow.
Yeah. Madam, I'm Adam.
Another type of hallucination I have is onomatopoeia.
Splash.
Bang.
Boom. Now, my mom, who's a doctor, plays one on TV, says, Matt, have chicken soup will help a lot.
Oh, chicken soup. Yeah. I could go for some soup.
Wonton soup.
How do I make that happen?
Wonton
I don't have a
soup,
lot of soups in the house. Costco doesn't have a lot of soups that fit my diet. So, anyway.
Are you looking for a low-fat, low-sodium...
Low carb.
Low carb.
Soups are usually noodles, so that throws the whole thing out right from the get-go.
Your running coach is asking how you're feeling.
Not much better. This is day 4. I'm hoping day 5 can kind of be semi-normal. Thankfully, I had some decongestant earlier today, and that has helped me feel normal. But I know it's just the results of the medicine, not that I'm actually healing much, but I'm hoping.
Mom says no, lots of veggies, no noodles.
that I'll eat that. Rice isn't really a big keto item, but if I have a difference between chicken corn soup with noodles or chicken corn soup with rice, like I'll go with the rice.
Mm. I
But
prefer brown rice, like a whole
yeah,
grain rice.
yeah, rice is underrated. That's some good stuff.
She furthers and says, "Vicks on your chest and a song in your
Well,
heart."
yeah, I don't have that. I did get some distilled water for my humidifier. I
Hmm.
like I like it humid or like moisture in the air. I have a moisture reader. It's 49% moisture, which is good. I like. Can you see that?
Yep,
Yeah.
49%
49.
and 74 degrees.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Oh, not touching it.
Fire in the
I'm
hole.
I'm breaking everything.
Breaking
But
everything.
yeah, when it gets cold and the heat comes on, man, this house dries out. It's like a desert. Not temperature wise, just the dryness.
Mm.
And my house, maybe if we have some electrical or HVAC people, my house has a system on it where there's a grate that takes water that drips down through the grate, and the air pushes through it, and it pushes moisture throughout the house. And it's a pretty elaborate humidifier add-on to the furnace. I disabled it when I moved in because I'm like, there's no way I'm pumping moisture. That's mold, dark, moist, that equals mold. But apparently it's completely 100% safe and everyone does it. But now the thing doesn't work at all. I tried to turn it on. It just won't activate. I got water to it. I got the electronics are all on. It all looks like it's supposed to work. It just doesn't work. So,
Marilyn's reminding you to take your zinc. It
zinc.
works with the three purple hearts.
Let's just start that back up. Yeah, zinc is something that, from what I understand, and I'm by no means an expert, the body does not make. You can only get it if you take it.
Hmm.
And a lot of people don't have the diet where you get enough of it anyway. It's
Laura is hoping that you feel better. Thank you, Laura. It's
Hey,
really sweet.
I was watching this YouTube video where it was or maybe it was like a documentary on Netflix, but it was strange tales of health. And the one guy read something about how zinc is beneficial, and he started consuming an insane amount of zinc. Like it was 100 times the daily, and he did it and the doctors couldn't figure out what was wrong with him. And here it turns out that it was so much that he had a rare um, copper
Mm.
deficiency because there was so much zinc in his body. The way the chemistry works, it just, and then so they had to give him rare copper supplements to get him back healthy. And he would clear out all the pharmacies of all the zinc to where, and then he found out that if the paste that sticks the dentures to the gums is mostly zinc.
Yeah.
So he would squirt that into his, and it was just crazy. That's the same show where the guy was like, couldn't figure out what was wrong with him. And the doctor finally says, "Are you a coffee drinker?" He says, "Yeah." He says, "How many cups do you have a day?" He's like, 40. It's like, well, no, that's toxic,
Well, what
at
are you
that.
saying? You saying I'm toxic? What are you talking about?
Yeah. Caffeine is a corrosive. I mean, it's not good in large quantity. Now, normal quantities, it's fine. Even what you're drinking, the 2 6-shot
Venti iced
is,
Americano light ice.
yeah, that's well below the limit. But this guy was like hard, like all day he had a coffee, like never stopped drinking it. And yeah,
I
you can't do that.
I have a spin instructor that disagrees with you. Yeah.
It's science. I mean, your body is not meant to ingest that much
We had a
coffee.
very interesting conversation about that this week. It's like you're really going to Starbucks to get another 6-shot iced Americano, aren't you? I said, yeah. She said, have you thought about not doing 6 shots, maybe doing like 5 shots, maybe 4 shots? Why six? Why 6 shots? It's like, I don't know. I tried 5 and I just don't feel the same. When I take 6, I just feel normal.
Well, the idea is that the coffee plant evolved that way. When the animals would eat the beans, they would feel uncomfortable. They would get all wired up and they wouldn't eat the beans anymore because it was a deterrent. Along comes humans and they're like, okay, give me more of this crap. It's like, we didn't get the memo. Like the animal kingdom's smarter at this apparently than, the dominant life form on this planet.
Laura's reminding you that you have to run next week.
Oh, I'll probably run this weekend. I think I'm gonna I was gonna run yesterday, but I couldn't breathe out my nose. I'm like, I'm not gonna run if I can't breathe out of my nose.
No.
So I think I'm gonna get back on it. I was outside a good bit today playing with the dog, and I'm like, oh, the fresh air feels so good. And it wasn't hot, it wasn't cold. And it's supposed to get warm this weekend. It's supposed to be really nice.
Laura
So
says,
yeah.
listen to the body. That's exactly what I was going to tell you, Matt. Listen to your body.
Well, I do, and but it's just, I got stuff to do. It's like it's a big inconvenience. But I mean, hey, I can't be belly aching about it. You get sick. That's life. What are you supposed
When
to
you
do?
are ready, you run. Exactly, Laura.
Yeah.
When you are ready, you run.
Yeah, yeah. I will. And when I run, I'm gonna use the yellow laces sneakers only for running, and then the other ones are my everyday shoe. I'm just gonna wear these, around the
He's
house.
got his everyday kit, and then he's got his running kit. And he's got his running kit with the yellow and the thunderbolts and the lightning, and he's got his everyday. Yeah, this is great. He's got 2 kits now.
Yeah. I don't know. Did I make the right choice?
Yeah.
Who knows? Sometimes in life, you just gotta throw it against the wall and see if it sticks.
Based on the incredibly nice conversation we had with that lady at that running shoe store by your house, forgetting her name because I'm horrible with memory. Do you remember her name?
Renee, I don't know.
It's Renee. If you watch this, I'm sorry. It's probably not your name.
Well, I guess we have to tell the VF Talks audience. John was over at my house, and before he left, I'm like, let's quick buy sneakers. So I took him to the shoe store with me. So he was with me at the shoe store.
All right, they're gonna get a plug. I know I have a business card, man. Hang on a sec. I gotta do the right thing. I give everybody a plug these days, right? Hold your thoughts. Talk them up.
Camp Hill.
It is the shoe fly, isn't it?
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah, Rosie. Her name's Rosie. Not
Rosie.
You're close with Renee.
Yeah.
Rosie is an assistant manager at the Shoe Fly over in Camp Hill. A very lovely lady, very knowledgeable about shoes. Great store too.
Well, for what it's worth, my podiatrist said, go to this store. She gave me 3 stores to go to, and this was one of the 3. And they say they have podiatrists on staff, and they will measure your feet, and they'll, they've got the know-how to help people with foot problems.
Yeah, really
I
cool.
was happy with it. It's full service. You don't find that very often nowadays. It's all self-checkout and kind of. But no, there was questions asked, questions answered.
Jokes made. I think Denny and I really locked down on the whole idea of you running in big tall boots, which were also there. Yeah.
Yeah, they had some like fishing boots. We're like, oh yeah, you can dress it up, you can dress it down. We were joking, but I mean, she made me walk, and she got down towards the ground, and she watched my feet as I did it to make sure my arches were something or other. And Just was impressed.
She
Was
observed your
impressed.
gait. She did a
Yeah,
eyeball gait analysis, which
yeah.
was good.
And she tied my shoes. She, you know,
Yeah.
tied my shoes. Like, hey,
And
not used to getting decent service from retail establishments.
then she pat you on top of the head and said, "It's gonna be good. You're gonna have a great 5K." And then she called you slugger.
I don't know what to do with that, John.
Oh, do whatever you got.
Yeah.
Laura says you got this. I agree. You absolutely got this.
Well, I like trying new things, and some things I try and I end up liking them, and some things I try and I'm like, okay, now it's time for something else. Where will this end up? I don't know. But I'm not as young as I used to be, and I think it's an obstacle, not an obstacle, a challenge. This is going to be a challenge for me at my age and healthiness level and lifestyle. I've got to, it's not going to be easy, but I want it to be fun and I want it to be rewarding. And I think it will be. I think
Just
it
wait.
will be.
Just wait until I take you out to the store to buy you a pair of spin shoes.
Oh, those are a thing?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Yep. You're gonna
I
spend.
still
You're gonna
I,
spend 7 hours a week with me. It'd be great. It'd be awesome.
I still need shopping tips for cold running gear.
Mm.
Because if you don't tell me what to do, I'm coming in sweatpants and a t-shirt and a jacket. I'll be like some schmuck.
Yeah, I'm low on cold running gear as well. Truth is, the day of the half marathon, it was colder than anything that morning. I didn't expect it to be that way in Cary, and yet it was. It was 31 degrees right before the start, and yeah, I needed something, and I didn't. But I figured within the first 2 or 3 miles, I had enough body heat going that it wasn't an issue anymore.
That's what I'm hoping, because I run hot. I'm a hot individual, so I'm thinking once I get moving, it probably won't bother me as much. But I don't know. Again, this is completely new to me. I have no idea.
It's a whole new world. It really is.
It kind of is, yeah. Even though I only did it one, I only went running on Sunday one time. I'm at the very flippin' beginning of this journey. Like, I can't get any more at the beginning than right now. So, I
I'm
don't know.
I'm practically a new runner myself, right?
Yeah.
Been doing this almost a year in small change. And like I feel proud. I feel proud like you're actually doing this. And
Well,
you're actually doing a 5K together.
I'm happy that the frequency of expletives that I send your way for getting me into this has dropped. Now, it hasn't stopped.
No,
I
no, it hasn't stopped.
still curse them out, but I'm not doing it as often the more I move into this journey. So I like that
My
trend.
reply back is now go F yourself, which I think it works really really well.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's my story.
And you're sticking to it.
I think I am.
And if not, you're gonna run. You're gonna run either way. You're
I'm gonna
running.
run from my troubles.
Run for your troubles.
5K.
That's right. And then the thing I remember the donut pledge for burning off the bird. If you're not happy with the donut selection or there are not enough donuts for you, I will at the conclusion of the leftover run the next day, I will take you to Fogo.
Okay.
You got
Deal.
this on camera. You got this on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter. That's my pledge to you. If you do not like the donut selection, or even come to Oaks to root me on for a half marathon, I will take you to Fogo after the half marathon. You don't
How
have to
can
run
I
it. You just have to root me on.
Yeah, yeah. How can I refuse?
Laura says you got two. So 2 pairs of shoes. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I did. I got these. I got these.
He's got the yellow lightning for the running, and then he's got the orange for when he does high rocks and Spartan races.
Because when I'm running with these, I want people to say, Oh crap! I better get out the way because there's some brightly colored shoelaces heading my direction.
Move, Haas. Get out the way. Get out the. I'm sorry. Horrible. Horrible.
That's a great soundbite.
Thank you.
I love that song.
It's a great song. I think I might. I gotta figure out a way to put that into the boot camp list for next week. That's good stuff. Marilyn's gotta go with three purple hearts. Says good night.
Bye, Marilyn. Thanks for all your support, Marilyn. You're wonderful. We love
you, Marilyn. Thank you for joining us this evening. Thank you for all you do for the channels. Much the same to you, Laura. Much the same to everybody who watches tonight. And Mom, thanks for joining us tonight. That was good.
Yeah, we love all our audience out there. You're all amazeballs.
Yeah, amazeballs indeed. You're gonna get some rest tonight, right?
Yeah, I gotta turn into a pumpkin here. I think I'm done.
Turn into a pumpkin. Have some soup. Get some rest.
Snuggle my new puppies.
Exactly. You got two of the most incredibly snuggle puppy Shih Tzus you've ever seen in your entire life.
I love this breed. Their fur is so. Actually, it's not fur. It's technically hair. Some dogs have hair, and some dogs have fur. Most dogs have fur. So if you're allergic, this is the perfect breed for you because it's not fur. It's hair.
It's
Anyway.
Well, I hope you have a wonderful snuggle night with them.
Thank you.
And I hope you feel better, and we'll catch up sometime this weekend. I'm going to put a bow on this, and you can get some sleep, yo.
All right. Bye, VF Talks audience.
Love you, bro. Take care of yourself, man.
Yep.
That's Matt Haas, ladies and gentlemen. And go back to Maine and talk about next week and what the plan is for next week and all of that. So we had to move the episodes from this week to next week. It's going to be the same intended schedule for next week. So Tuesday night, we're going to talk about my journey with mental health. We're going to talk about when I realized it was a mental health issue, my visits to mental health professionals, both in 2011 and of the last 3.5, 4 years. We'll also talk about the tactics and techniques that I've learned over time that has really helped me in this journey. It should be a really important episode on Tuesday. We hope you will be there for it. That'll be Tuesday night, 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Pacific. Then Thursday, we're going to talk about alternative forms of mental health. We're going to talk about hypnotherapy. We're going to talk about other things that I've explored in this journey that have really helped me. We'll talk about that. That will probably be a pre-recorded episode. We'll let you know up on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter whether or not that'll be pre-recorded. That will also be at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. So Tuesday, my journey with mental health, basically rescheduled from this week. That'll be Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Thursday, alternative forms of mental health, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. And then 1 week from tonight, we will do what we normally do on Friday nights. My most favorite time of the week. We'll have a conversation about anything and everything with Matt Haas, Paul Burke, and all of you on VF Talks. That'll be at 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific. Let's see some final comments. Roy asks, how are you feeling, Matt, over on YouTube? Tech Troublemaker, good to see you this evening. Matt says that's a little better. Yes, he's going to get some, he's going to take a nap, going to go to bed soon, which is good. Laura says you'll really like the running shoes. I agree. I think you did great with those choices. My mom says good night. Matt, feel better. Love. John, love you, son. Love you too, Mom. Thank you for joining us tonight. Laura says it's a lot of fun. And Laura also says she is 50 and she runs 26.2 miles. She is a marathon runner, to say the least. And it's going to be an exciting weekend for sure as I run that 10K over in Wayne, Pennsylvania. On that, I'm going to say the same thing I say at the end of every Venture Forward and VF Talks. Stay safe, stay sane, stay strong, stay sober. Have a wonderful weekend. I love you all, and we'll see you Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern.